Welcome, Johnnies, to episode 2 of Eye of the Storm. I'm Zach Mahabir.
And I'm Beatrice DaCosta.
We've got the top stories from St. John's and beyond, and we're bringing them straight to you. This is Eye of the Storm.
Hello, and welcome back to the news. This semester is proving to be an interesting one here at St. John's University. With many students up in arms about a new rule going into effect next semester, as of February 8th, St. John's administration has announced that they would be requiring all on-campus residents to have a meal plan, starting fall 2017. Despite the fact that about 65% of students have a meal plan, many spoke out against the change, calling the tradition too quick and that it didn't take student opinion into account. To make matters worse, student government has spoken out, claiming that they were not even informed of the upcoming change. Though it is reported that there will be meetings between SGI and administration on the subject, it looks like the new rule is here to stay.
But that's not the only change coming around to St. John's recently. The school announced that they are opening a graduate center on Long Island. The center, opening in Hauppauge, will, quote, serve Long Island-based students in the graduate programs throughout the schools of education and St. John's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. According to the school officials, the facility will boast 6 state-of-the-art classrooms, as well as offices and conference areas, and the school will open in June of this year.
Campus is truly abuzz with activity, it seems. The Chappelle Players celebrated one of Disney's greatest love stories the only way theater kids can, with a great party and film screening of Beauty and the Beast. Alyssa Donetta was covering the event.
I'm reporting from the Sedona Coffee House, and this is the Beauty and Beast screening event. It is in honor of the movie coming out this Friday. It is sponsored by Chapel Players and DeFi. There's a ton of stuff going on. There's people performing, there's cosplayers, tons of fun stuff. Let's go check it out.
Event celebrating Beauty and the Beast, the live-action movie, coming out this Friday, March 17th, which you should totally go watch. In honor of that Beauty and the Beast movie, we are showcasing the cartoon movie tonight. And we are also having a bunch of Beauty and the Beast related events inside Dax Sedano Cafe. And this is a collaboration between Chapel Players and Delta Phi Epsilon.
Most of the proceeds are going toward Chapel Players and their future productions and all of their events, and especially Wizard of Oz. And the money that is going from the bake sales are going toward DeFi for all of our 3 philanthropies. So all of the proceeds are basically going into charity. So I'm dressed as Princess Belle, and we have a prince lurking around here somewhere, and we are singing, karaoke, taking pictures, and then we're gonna watch the movie.
It's been really great. I can tell the effort that's been put into it. I love that you guys have the photo booth set up and lots of singing, and Ashley and Noah look great, so I'm very excited. It's been really fun so far. I can't wait to see the movie.
This concludes the Beauty and Beast screening event. Come see the Wizard of Oz on March 16th and 18th in the Little Theater. I'm Alyssa Dunna, WRED-TV.
Special thanks to the Chapel Players for hosting this event. Can't wait to see what else they're able to bring to this campus. Outside of St. John's news, current reforms were underway against the Trump administration. Hours before President Trump's newest travel ban was supposed to go underway, a Hawaiian federal judge put the ban on hold after hearing many arguments that the executive order, quote, discriminates on the basis of nationality. While many other states are working on restricting the ban as well, Hawaii has a bit of a different reason for shutting this ban down. A good 57% of Hawaii's income comes from tourism, with a large chunk of those tourists coming internationally from other countries. As of now, the ban only applies to new visas from Somalia, Iran, Syria, and Yemen, while shutting down the U.S. refugee program temporarily. It'll be interesting to see where the story will go in the next few weeks.
Speaking of Trump, a blast from the past seems to be creeping up on us New Yorkers. A few new outlets are reporting that Hillary Clinton is contemplating a mayoral run for the city of New York. While her campaign has neither confirmed or denied the rumor, New York City has definitely confirmed how they feel about this. A survey released last week shows that 68% of New Yorkers do not want Clinton involved in New York politics. It is interesting to see that she remains persistent on remaining in politics after her 3rd loss for a chance at the presidential seat. New Yorkers will be voting for their new mayor on November 7th, 2017.
It's been an interesting few weeks in sports And with the addition of baseball season starting up, we're going to take it to Paraskevas Silfantos and Christina Garrison to cover it all on SportsWire.
Thank you, Zachary, and welcome to a brand new episode of SportsWire. I'm Paraskevas Silfantos.
And I'm Christina Garrison. After a 1-4 start in the beginning of the season, the St. John's softball team has won 10 of their last 14 games. Junior Mackenzie Murray, who currently boasts a 3-0 record with a 3.5 ERA, has led the team's pitching staff in the early season. Both Gretchen Bowley and Caitlin Matera have been leading the offense for the team. Matera has a .419 batting average through 19 games and is currently on a team-leading 5-game hitting streak. The Johnnies host the St. John's Invitational before opening conference play against Providence.
St. John's University's baseball team is off to an incredible start to their season, entering this week ranked 9 by Division1Baseball.com with a 12-2 record on the season. The team got off to its best start in over 3 decades. The Red Storm opened their season with 2 weeks of tournament play in the Carolinas, where they posted a 10-1 record. The team won their first 9 games, 2 of those against top 10 teams, including extra innings affair with the defending champions, Coastal Carolina. The Red Storm also went 2-1 during a weekend series against the Liberty in Virginia. St. John's was scheduled to play their first home series of the season this weekend, but because of a snowstorm earlier this week, they'll travel to Virginia to play UMass Lowell, Iona, and Towson.
The countdown to opening day is winding down. With only 2 weeks of spring training games left for both the Mets and the Yankees, the teams have a better idea of what to expect this season. Down in Port St. Lucie, the Mets record sits at record 500. The starting rotation is shaping up nicely, with DeGrom and Syndergaard both finding success this spring. Over in Tampa, the Baby Bombers have been leading the Yankees to the top of the Grapefruit League standings. The Yankees have been getting major contributions from Greg Bird and Gary Sanchez, who are both hitting well over 300 this spring. The Yankees open their season April 2nd against the Rays in Tampa, and the Mets start their season at home against the Braves on April 3rd.
The Rangers and Islanders are both engaged in competitive hockey this season, vying for a chance to win the Stanley Cup. The Rangers have an outstanding season up to this point. They currently have the top wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference with a 44-24 record. The Islanders, on the other hand, struggled for the first half of the season, have been on a run to make the playoffs since the All-Star break. They are fighting with the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning for that second wildcard spot. The Rangers and Islanders are both set to face off against each other in the Battle of New York series finale next week at Madison Square Garden.
In more local news, the St. John's University cheer squad has been trying to go to their nationals on April 5th, but unfortunately have not received enough money for their trip. As a result, they've established a GoFundMe to help fund the trip. We got the opportunity to speak to a few members of the cheer squad. We go now to the interview.
Hi everyone, I'm Roseanne Sapia with WRED-TV, here with members of St. John's University's cheer team.
I'm Jasmine Simon.
Hi, I'm Emily Valentino.
And I'm Danielle Dakotas.
So you girls have a competition coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so it's the NCAA Daytona Beach Classic, which is a collegiate competition down in Daytona. The first day is preliminary rounds, the second day is finals, if we're lucky enough to get to that day. We're competing in a division full of 13 other teams, and this competition is it's full of the best teams in the world, the best cheerleaders, male and female. Everyone comes here for this competition, so it's really huge. It's honestly a great honor to be able to go this year.
Do you guys feel prepared?
Yes, I think we feel very prepared.
How have your rehearsal schedules been?
They've been pretty tedious this year, especially that this is an elongated season for us. Usually we would compete in January. But our schedule kind of looks like is that we have 3 practices a week, which entailed 3 hours per practice, and then we have 3 workouts additionally on top of that, which is an hour, and that's just including what we do as a team. We also cheer for men's and women's basketball. We cheer for men's and women's soccer and volleyball, whatever event our school wants us to do. So it's just a lot of us balancing, and we've been doing this since January. We had a choreographer come in from Texas. Very grateful for that, very grateful for him. And since then, we've been working as hard as we possibly could to fit this all in between basketball and the men's and women's teams traveling.
And how has support been from your coach, other members of the team, friends?
Our support has been really great this year. We have 2 really great coaches that really help us and really do so much for us. They have full-time jobs and lives, and they still come to our practices ready to just give us whatever we need. And we have such great support from our organizations this year, everyone at St. John's. And we've been getting great support on our GoFundMe, which the website will be listed below. And we appreciate every single donation that's been there. And it's really, exactly, everything that someone donates is just a great contribution and just helps our confidence and the energy we will give on that stage.
So this is your first time competing?
Yes.
What is expected of you guys?
just like any other team to go down there and hit. We did go to UCA previous year, so this is, as you mentioned, this is our first competition going down as NCA. In previous years, we have not done so well, but this year we are determined and we are very well prepared. We had choreography, we had our music done for us. We've been working since January, so it's basically given to us on a platter. All we have to do is go down there and hit, which we know we can, and we can bring back a title.
Well, thank you girls so much, and good luck.
Thank you.
I'm Roseanne Sapia, WRED-TV.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Christina Grierson.
And I'm Baraskevaxino Fontos. Before we send it back to Zach and Beatrice, on behalf of SportsWire, we would like to wish the St. John's women's basketball team good luck tonight in the first round of the NIT tournament. Back to you guys.
Can't wait to watch those games. Best of luck to all of our sports teams this season. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Robbie?
Hang on, I'm about to catch a magma.
We're doing something important right now.
45 seconds. So am I.
Robbie!
There we go. Okay. Moving on.
Do you know what isn't a game? Love.
And here they come now.
Hey, watch this show, okay? I'm in wrong. I was going back. No camera, please.
Let me have my moment.
So, I once saw a man out in the park one time holding a knife, and I asked him to put it away, and he did.
I'm Joanna Pauline.
And I'm Robbie Bartels. Let's strike this match.
Welcome back to Eye of the Storm, where we bring you the latest news from St. John's and beyond. Most drivers would agree that their biggest pet peeve is potholes, especially after a bad winter. It gets especially worse when it seems that your town isn't doing much about it. In Portland, Oregon, however, there's one group that seems to be handling that, and it's not who you would expect. Anarchists have been taking matters into their own hands, fixing the potholes themselves. The city, as expected, is not too happy about this, citing that it is unsafe and even mentioning they have a job offer for such a task. Residents, however, are overjoyed, saying that they don't need a mask. They are doing a great job.
In East High School in Salt Lake City, Utah, school officials have made fast and promising steps to install full washrooms in their schools to offer students that may not have basic utilities such as a space to wash clothes or take showers. The school estimates that as many as 100 students may be homeless or without access to a shower or washing machines on a daily basis. So the high school, under the direction of Principal Greg Mon, has made sure that 2 fully outfitted showers and washer dryers will be available to all current students before, during, and after school hours. To better articulate the impact of the issue of cleanliness for students and what it has on them, Principal Mon stated, "I don't want to go to work if I don't have clean clothes, and I don't want to go to work if I wasn't able to shower that day." The washrooms will officially be known as the Leopard Laundry, affectionately named after the high school's mascot. Salt Lake City is definitely not the only spot that celebrates cleanliness and fashion, though. Here at St. John's, the Fashion Club and Career Services collaborated to show off how to dress for business with both style and a budget. We go to Fatima Sajjad at the Red House Fashion Show.
Hey guys, I'm Fatima Sajjad, reporting from the D'Angelo Center Ballroom for the Dress for Success Fashion Show. Hosted by the St. John's Fashion Club and Career Services, they're offering students a way to dress for success while remaining on a budget. Let's look at this year's collections to see what they have to offer.
So it's a collaboration with the Red House Fashion Club and our career peers in Career Services, and they wanted to put together a fashion show that highlighted different styles of dress, starting with business professional to business casual to inappropriate wear for the workplace or for an interview. And then the end of the fashion show, there was the announcement of the Business Fashion Challenge, where students created videos of them shopping and finding business professional attire.
Always when I have an interview or just like I'm invited to events at firms, like I always make sure that I put an outfit together that makes me like unique and stand out from the rest.
The piece that stood out to me the most is always the inappropriate wear, because people sometimes don't realize that the outfit is inappropriate, so it's also kind of funny, kind of cool to see it in action.
I thought it was very good. A lot of people came, they show like their attire, and I hope like next year it continues and it becomes even better.
Wow, who knew you could be so fashion forward on a budget? I'm Fatima Sajjad, reporting from D'Angelo Center Ballroom. WRED-TV, back to you guys in the studio.
What an absolutely fabulous night to be business and fashion savvy. In a small town in eastern Missouri, an 11-year-old boy has started a book club for him and all his friends. Going by the absolutely adorable name of Books and Bros, Sidney Lee is encouraging his best friends and many young people in the larger University City area to learn more through the power of reading. With his brand new book club, which started last September and is now 200 books strong. After an overwhelming strong response from local organizations in the community, Lee looks to not only empower young boys in his community, but the African American youth around him as well. With most of his books he's receiving centering around African American literature.
We here at St. John's have a passion for the arts, and that passion was brought to life by the Chapel Players this week. They recently performed The Wizard of Oz, and we now go to our coverage of the event.
Hi, I'm Amber Monteleone reporting here at the Little Theater for the Chapel Players production of The Wizard of Oz as their annual children's show. Let's go check it out and see what it has in store.
During the week, this week, we perform it for kids at around 10:30 in the morning. And my favorite part about that is just seeing kids experience theater maybe for the first time, and just having that experience in this place is just a great opportunity for them to open up to new art.
So we tried to make everything as bright but also distinguishable as possible. So the Munchkins all had things in like yellows and oranges, while the Oz people were pretty much all green all the time. Things like that just kind of went along with each scene, but changed enough to where you could tell that they were supposed to be different characters.
Definitely like the big wizard puppet, and I also liked how, I don't know if you can see, but we use a lot of pool noodles in this. We use like vines and tree trunks and stuff. I jump out at some pool noodles at some point. I just thought that was really clever, like twist on a forest theme.
The show was amazing to do. It's always my favorite show working with the children's show, just because it's so much more fun and creative. We get to listen to all of the kids reacting and see how they like everything that we put together. And it's always just more high energy.
It's really a family show. It's for everyone. Just because it's primarily for children doesn't mean it's not going to appeal to everyone. You know, there's I don't think there's any person that wouldn't find a honeycomb-haired wig on the witch, especially on a man, to be not entertaining. You know.
Honestly, I am blown away at the turnout. So I just want to just thank the cast and thank the team for doing such a great job of promoting the show.
Wow, what a great show. Congratulations to the Chapel Players for putting a successful performance and bringing in a full house. People of all ages were laughing the entire time. I'm Amber Monteleone reporting from the Little Theater, WRED-TV.
Thanks, Amber. This past week had everyone in a bit of a panic due to a winter storm touching down in our area. The now named Winter Storm Stella had blizzard warnings from North Carolina all the way north to Maine, with many calling this the deadliest storm of our time. Schools were closed, the metro was a mess, and grocery stores emptied in no time. Despite all this, the snow was cited by as many as unmemorable, with many students dreading the fact we only had one snow day.
Spotify is back in the news again with a controversial new rule that have many speaking out. As it works into renewing new contracts with various music labels, the hit streaming site has now announced that they are going to restrict certain album releases to paid members only. The negotiations are apparently so that Spotify can pay less in royalty fees, especially since they have to compete with other streaming services such as Tidal and Apple Music, both of which require subscription fees. As you can imagine, nobody is happy about this development, with many threatening to boycott the service.
Speaking of artists, here to give us the 411 on everything in the world of Hollywood is Christina Blanks, Sebastian Citron, and Destiny Clow. Let's take it over to Entertainment Now to learn a little bit about what's going on in the world of Hollywood.
Hey guys, I'm Christina Blanks.
And I'm Sebastian Citron.
And I'm Destiny Clow. We're here for Entertainment Now, here to give you the inside scoop on this week's trending celebrity topics.
Alright, so starting off with this week is some rather unfortunate news, as Kendall Jenner, one of the members of the Kardashian clan, has reported that some of her jewelry was stolen after she left her house on Wednesday afternoon. This theft marks the latest in a long string of robberies that have occurred all throughout Hollywood. Other celebrities who have been burglar include Nicki Minaj, Nick Young, and Alanis Morissette. The investigating detective has reported advising any other celebrities to be more careful posting on Instagram when they're not at home.
That's crazy. It's
Yeah.
it's sad. Like
know. It's
really
you would
sad.
think that she would be more careful because happened to her sister Kim.
Right. And the thing is that she's the most low-key sister out of all of them.
Yeah.
So,
But they're all very, very vulnerable.
you know.
So, especially at a time like
and
this.
if she wasn't home, I mean, at least that's the good thing.
That
She
is
wasn't
the
Right.
thing.
home.
So she didn't have to experience that like Kim. But it's material things, so it can be replaced. And she
She
got
can
money,
buy it
so
all over again. She got
can
more
buy
money than
more,
all of
but-
us. So,
But moving into some more even tragic news, Ricardo Medina Jr., the former Red Power Ranger, is facing jail time after having pled guilty to killing his roommate with a sword. The crime occurred back in 2015 after the two argued over Medina's girlfriend, and the argument escalated from there. The trial has been ongoing for the past 2 years until Medina has decided to switch up his plea from innocent to guilty. As a result, he faces 6 years in prison. How crazy is that?
swords though?
What kind of argument do you have to get into to want to kill someone with a sword?
But like, where do you get that from?
Like,
Like,
the
where does that even
sword,
come from?
I don't
Like,
know. Maybe it
it's
was one
crazy.
of his props from his Power days. I have
that
no
makes
idea.
sense.
It's sad
but
though,
it's
because
ridiculous.
like he's a child star. Like we all
Yeah.
grew up watching
Yeah.
him, so like he's a murderer now. It's crazy, honestly.
And it had to be the red one.
My favorite color.
Jennifer Garner appeared in Washington, D.C. on Thursday where she testified on behalf of the charity Save the Children. Garner, representing the charity, pleaded to the Department of Health and Human Services. She asked for federal funding to further childhood education and help ease childhood poverty. Both of these issues are clearly very dear to Jennifer's heart, as she broke down crying in the middle of hearing while remembering some of the children she's met. Her impassioned speech was met by a ringing applause.
That is so sweet.
Wow.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really, really beautiful
Especially
to see
now
celebrities
in a
reaching
time
out.
with Trump and like all that going on.
There's a lot of support that's really needed.
I really like that she did that because like it takes a lot for you to express yourself, especially when so many people judge you on social media and the media in general, you know?
Always.
All right, so you guys know TLC. Well, they made a spin-off of its popular reality TV series, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, called Mama June, From Not to Hot, revolving around the main character Mama June and her journey of weight loss. The television show has been pulling in a surprising viewership. Not everyone is impressed, however. June's daughter, Anna Caldwell, has come out claiming that June only did the show to get back on television, not to actually better herself.
Wow.
That is crazy. The effects of television, guys.
You think she really did it to get back on TV though?
I mean,
It could be
she's
50-50.
True, and she's losing weight, so it is a good thing. So
Right.
I applaud her, and it's finally not about little Miss Honey Boo Boo. It's time for her mom to
Right,
take
her
the
Mama
stage.
June.
You
That's
know,
about Mama June.
I'm actually really surprised that TLC is trying to hop on that wagon though. Like nothing with
weight loss
music
thing?
or dancing. Like why weight loss? You know.
Yeah, it's so different for them, honestly.
But anyway, swimsuit model Ashley Graham has opened up recently about her experiences in her career. More specifically, she stated that several of her ex-boyfriends broke up with her because they were afraid that she was going to get fat later on in life. She's even been body shamed during at least one competition. Despite this, she continues to preserve and believe in herself, telling herself that she matters and there's nothing wrong with who she is.
Exactly.
I love people
very,
like that.
very empowering.
Wow, her boyfriends are so
Shallow. They're rude.
Yeah. Those are the people that you do not get, ladies, okay?
And this is the reason why girls are so insecure, because their boyfriends just try to belittle them. Like, everyone is beautiful. Believe that you're beautiful, ladies,
Exactly.
okay?
Everyone
and
is
she's happily
beautiful.
married now, right?
Yeah.
Right, so everything
So
is good.
they're lost, honestly.
Right. Now, we saved the juiciest for last, y'all.
Jeez.
Remy Ma has shook up the hip-hop world with a scathing track at Nicki Minaj. Here's a quick recap on the timeline between the two artists. Now, back in 2007, Nicki allegedly dissed Remy in her song Dirty Money.
Yikes.
While in prison for assault in 2009, Remy Ma said that she did not appreciate Nicki dissing her and would one day pay her back. And now, after having been released from prison, Remy Ma has kept true to her word. Let's just say that Remy Ma's song Sheether is mean, to say the least. A massive hip-hop feud seems to be coming right around the corner.
I can't take it. I
Have
can't
y'all
take
heard
it.
First off, Remy Ma, she went back to the whole Nas diss with the B
was
and
fire.
Jay-Z.
It was fire. I'm sorry. Like, she talked about Nicki's whole life, from her
Back to
boobs,
back.
from her butt to her brother.
7 minutes.
I can't take it. I can't take
yeah,
it.
Yeah. Nikki's comeback, her song was good too, but Remy's, she had the lines.
Yeah, she did. She broke down the history.
Nikki,
Well,
I love you, girl, but come on, you gotta do better.
she kind of
Like,
lost this
come
one.
on.
Petty won't win. Well, that's all the gossip that we have for you guys this week. I am Christina Blanks.
I'm Sebastian Cintron.
And I'm Destiny Clo. Back to you guys.
Thanks, guys. That's all we have for this edition of Eye of the Storm. For all the latest content, like us on Facebook and YouTube. And follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at WRED-TV.
Also, be sure to check out WRED-TV.com to keep up with all of our episodes and find out how you can be a part of our productions. From all of us here, I'm Beatrice DaCosta.
And I'm Zach Mahabir. Have a great week, everyone.